Crazy history facts. Virginia Hall, an American spy during World War II, had a remarkable and unconventional tool in her espionage arsenal, a prosthetic limb. After losing her leg in a hunting accident, Hall affectionately named her artificial limb Cuthbert and utilized it to her advantage. Cuthbert had a hollowed-out compartment where Hall could conceal secret documents. This ingenious use of her prosthetic limb allowed her to carry sensitive information undetected while posing as an ordinary individual. Hall's audacity made her a highly effective undercover agent, earning her the nickname the Limping Lady. Crazy history facts. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union delved into a peculiar experiment known as the psychic dog program. In an attempt to harness paranormal abilities for military use, scientists trained dogs to use their purported psychic powers to see hidden objects or predict enemy movements. The experiment involved placing dogs in sensory deprivation chambers and exposing them to various stimuli while attempting to enhance their extrasensory perception. The goal was to create a psychic canine corps for espionage purposes. Crazy history facts. Beyond her glamorous Hollywood persona, Hedy Lamarr was also a brilliant inventor. During World War II, Lamarr, along with composer George Antheil, developed a groundbreaking frequency hopping system for torpedoes to prevent enemy interception of radio-controlled weapons. Despite facing skepticism due to her fame, the US Navy eventually recognized the value of Lamarr's invention, laying the groundwork for modern wireless communication technologies like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Crazy history facts. Mary Anning, an unsung hero of paleontology in the early 19th century, made a jaw-dropping discovery along England's Jurassic coast. In 1811, at the tender age of 12, Anning unearthed the fossilized remains of an ichthyosaurus, a prehistoric marine reptile with a skill and expertise well beyond her years. In 1823, Mary Anning made an even more astonishing discovery, the first complete plesiosaurus skeleton. The find caused a sensation in the scientific community, but the peculiar anatomy of the creature led to wild speculations. Some even suggested that the plesiosaurus might be a contemporary sea serpent, sparking fantastical tales of marine monsters. Crazy history facts. In 1889, pioneering journalist Nellie Bly set out on a groundbreaking journey to circumnavigate the globe in less than 80 days, inspired by Jules Verne's fictional character, Phileas Fogg. Bly embarked on this ambitious trip to prove that a woman could accomplish the same feat as the fictional Fogg. She traveled by ship, train, and other means, overcoming obstacles and setbacks. Nellie Bly successfully completed her trip in just 72 days, setting a new world record for the fastest solo circumnavigation of the globe. Crazy history facts. Ching, a former prostitute turned pirate queen, commanded an enormous fleet in the early 19th century. Her leadership was marked by an unprecedented code of laws for her pirate confederation, imposing strict rules and harsh penalties. With hundreds of ships and tens of thousands of pirates under her command, Shih's audacious tactics allowed her to control the South China Sea. Surprisingly, she negotiated amnesty with the Chinese government, retiring as a respected businesswoman and leaving behind a wild and unexpected legacy in maritime history. Crazy history facts. In the 16th century, Sawney Bean and his gruesome legacy shocked Scotland. According to legend, Sawney Bean, along with his wife and an incestuous family of 45, lived in a hidden cave along the Ayrshire coast. They survived by ambushing, robbing, and cannibalizing unsuspecting travelers. The Beans' macabre exploits allegedly continued for years until their secret was exposed. Authorities captured Sawney Bean and his clan, leading to their execution. Crazy history facts. Violet Jessop achieved an extraordinary feat by surviving not one but three of the most infamous maritime disasters in the early 20th century. She first survived the sinking of the RMS Olympic in 1911, then the sinking of the RMS Titanic in 1912. Remarkably, she continued her career as a ship stewardess and found herself on board the HMHS Britannic in 1916, which also sank during World War I. Despite the catastrophic nature of each event, Jessop emerged unscathed each time, earning her the reputation of the unsinkable woman. Leo Major, a Canadian soldier during World War II, achieved an astonishing feat that earned him the nickname the One-Man Army. During the Battle of the Scheldt in 1944, Major single-handedly liberated the Dutch town of Zwolle from German occupation. In a daring night mission, Major entered Zwolle armed with a Sten submachine gun and grenades. He caused enough confusion and panic that the German garrison fled, allowing the town to be peacefully liberated. Empedocles, the ancient ancient Greek philosopher, left a legacy that includes a rather extraordinary and bizarre event. According to later legends, Empedocles met his end in a rather dramatic fashion. It is said that Empedocles, seeking to prove his divine powers, decided to perform a miraculous feat. He climbed to the summit of Mount Etna, a volcanic peak in Sicily, and announced that he would ascend to the heavens. Instead of ascending, however, he dramatically leaped into the fiery crater, apparently choosing to end his own life.